name is Deshandra Galdes. Today is May 20th, 2018, and today we're going to be talking about histology. Within histology specifically, we're going to be talking about the four tissues you have in your body: connective, epithelial, nervous, and muscle. And then within that, we're going to be talking about the structures of these tissues and the functions of these tissues. First off, we're going to start with epithelial tissue, and the function of epithelial tissue is protection, absorption, filtration, and secretion, as well as sensory reception. I'm going to go over that one more time. Protection is your skin, while absorption happens in the cell lining of the digestive tract, and filtration and secretion mostly happen in the kidney tubule cells or in the glandular cells. And the sensory receptions are in the free endings of your sensory neurons. That sums it up for the functions of your epithelial tissue. The structure of your epithelial tissue is quite interesting. You have some columnar cells, which look like columns if you look at them close up, as well as some cuboidal cells, which look like cubes, and squamous cells, which look like kind of scaly, and they're really flattened like cells. And that sums it up for the structure and the function of your epithelial tissue. To connective tissue, and the functions of connective tissue are binding / supporting, while protecting, insulating, storing reserve fuel, and transporting substances within the body. And that's just the functions of your connective tissue. It pretty much holds everything together. It also protects, similar to the epithelial tissue, but in its own way. More connective tissue more protects in the inside of your body, while your epithelial tissue you would see on the outside, like your skin. And then the storing and reserve flow and transporting all within the body. And the structures of your connective tissue varies between vascularity. So cartilage per se would be avascular, while dense connective tissue is poorly vascularized. So it all depends on the connective tissue itself, and that's to move on to muscle tissue. I'm going to talk about muscle tissue. When I talk about the functions and the structure of muscle tissue, I'm going to refer specifically to the types of muscle tissue that you have: skeletal, cardiac, and smooth. So, because it's easier to understand in that way, but I am going to tell you the generalized function of muscle tissue: posture, body support, locomotion, and heat protection. That's general, but specifically when you break it down, skeletal muscle moves the bones and other structures, like there's your skeleton, that's what it's referring to, while cardiac muscle contracts the heart to pump blood. And then smooth muscle tissue forms organs like your stomach and bladder and changes the shape to facilitate your bodily functions. And that's basically the functions of that's basically the general function, as well as the function per subdivision in the muscle. So the structure of this muscle, I find this easier to explain when you're talking about the muscle specifically. The skeletal muscle is composed of long cells that are muscle fibers and have a striated appearance, while cardiac muscle is made up of cardiocytes like the skeletal muscles and have a striated appearance as well, but they're shorter and thicker than the skeletal muscles, as well as the smooth muscles, who also have a shape that a striated shape and like a striated muscle. However, it can tense up and relax at the same time. have our nervous tissue, and our nervous tissue is responsible for receiving, sending, and processing sensory out and input, which is what helps you process the things going around you. The nervous tissue, they're also referred to as nerve cells, which you probably most commonly heard them referred to as. And that's it. It's basically just composed of neurons, and those neurons are referred to, like I said before, as nerve cells. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed the video and it was informative, and we learned about the functions as well as the structures of each tissue.